Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 12 weapons in Destiny 2 for PVE. And I do want to say before we get into this guys, I do stream on Twitch now. As you can see, I've figured out how to make myself magically appear in the screen. Well, to me it's magic, to everyone else it's simple. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright guys, so for the 12 weapons, we're going to divide it into 3. We're going to do 4 for primary, 4 for secondary, and 4 for power. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into this. I have all the weapons here and ready so we can go over these fairly quickly. Not going to go into too much detail. I want you guys to kind of go out and find out for yourself. But alright, so the first one is going to be Izanagis Burden. That's probably number 1 across the whole board because Izanagis Burden is a special ammo sniper that uses honed edge. Honed edge, basically you hold reload and it puts 4 rounds into one shot. It's kind of like Celestial Nighthawk on the Golden Gun. Stack that with the Catalyst, you were out damaging anything on a boss in the whole entire game out of all the weapons. As of right now, of course that's going to change, but Izanagis is top tier right now. Alright, so moving on to the second one. The second one is going to be Wish Ender, and I got a feeling it's probably up there now because of that bug. I did post a video on it a couple weeks ago. I'll tag that at the end of this video so you guys can check it out if you didn't have the chance. And I'm probably going to go test out to see if this thing is still bugged, because if it is, I mean, it was doing an insane amount of damage. It was doing 3 to 5 times more damage. Basically with its perk, it goes in the body and then it goes out the body and does damage twice. But it was showing like anywhere from like 5, 6 damage numbers. It was absolutely insane. So now we're going to be moving on to number 3. Number 3 for the kinetic slot is going to be Steel Feather Repeater. And I mean, I don't really have the best roll on it. I mean, it's not bad, it's definitely usable. I definitely like the auto rifle, it's definitely stable. So then I went over to Light GG and I took a look at the perks that it rolls with, and that's what made me find out why it's top tier right now, and that's because of this right here. By the way guys, if you haven't been to Light GG, go here to take a look at weapons so you know what you're looking for when you want to farm weapons. But the blue means PVE, yellow means PVE and PvP, and then red means PvP. But for the PvE, it's showing this right here, Substance and Multi-Kill Clip. You proc Multi-Kill Clip times 3 with Substance. Substance will keep feeding the ammo, and then you're just non-stop shredding. I mean, you're absolute ad clearing machine right here. The Steel Feather Repeater is an awesome auto rifle, probably is why it is top tier. So we're gonna go ahead and head back, and we're gonna move on to number 4, which is the Mountaintop. The Mountaintop is a pinnacle weapon you get from year 2, which you can still get it now. Guys, this thing's always gonna be top tier until they delete it or they do an absolute like nerf to the damage. I mean, it has no bullet drop, well I guess grenade drop. I mean, it shoots straight, and I mean it clears ads, boss damage. I mean, it does it all. Alright guys, so now we're going to be moving over to the secondary slot, and coming in number 1 for the secondary slot is going to be Recluse. Recluse has a perk called Master of Arms, and you can proc that by kills with this weapon or any other weapon, and it increases its damage. Also has Feeding Frenzy, so each time you get a kill, you reload, you're also proccing Master of Arms, and you just keep it going. It's awesome, it's got range masterwork, it's a great ad clearing machine, most people use it. Alright guys, so for the second one in the secondary slot is going to be Sunshot. If I remember correctly, I think you got it from a story mission in year 1, but it still might be a random drop now, I'm not sure. But basically Sunshot is actually good for clearing ads. It comes with Sunblast, which is kind of like Dragonfly, but Sunblast is just like a huge explosion. Like if there's a group of Thrall or something, you hit one, boom, you take out multiple. It's a really good hand cannon, especially since they buffed it. It used to have a like 8 or 9 mag, and now it has about 12. And then if you get the catalyst adds stability in range, which is both good perks to add to a hand cannon. So that's for Sunshot, and now we're going to be moving on to number 3, which is Symmetry. Symmetry came out this season, Season of Dawn, which is probably why it's up there, and it's actually got some pretty unique perks. It is a 260 RPM. It comes with Revolution and Dynamic Charge. Dynamic Charge, if you're shooting and you're hitting precision shots, you can get it up to times 15. If you get the Catalyst for it, which I haven't completed, you can go up to times 20. And then you switch over using Revolution, you switch the firing over to the mini rocket launchers. Each one of those will do a lot of damage, man, and it will just absolutely clear ads, and it itself alone, if you got times 20, I mean, it does a lot of damage, or even times 15. Symmetry overall is a pretty good universal weapon in the PvE world. So, alright, and then we're going to move over to the last one, which the last one is Risk Runner, which comes with Superconductor and Arc Conductor, which basically you take a little bit of arc damage, you get a little shield, you start killing ads, it chains lightning, and then for all those kills you get, it keeps feeding ammo into the Risk Runner, and that Risk Runner will just absolutely, you'll be holding the trigger down forever, just clearing ads. It's an awesome submachine gun. Definitely would recommend it in the PvE, and it's why it's on the top tier list. Alright guys, so now we're going to be moving over to the heavy slot, and the heavy slot coming in at number 1 is Hammerhead, which actually I thought it would be 21% Delirium, but it is Hammerhead. Hammerhead is overall a good weapon for PvE and PvP. And Hammerhead, I have Rampage and Shield Destroying on it, which I'm perfectly happy with. I absolutely love this weapon. But if you go and take over and look at lightgg.com, which is an awesome website if you're looking to farm weapons, know what roles they come with, there's all types of information on this website. But for the PvE, it's saying the god roll would be Ambitious Assassin, Shield Destroyant, and then one of these mags here. But I see why it would be Ambitious Assassin, because Ambitious Assassin overflows the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. So I mean, if you're just clearing ads and you reload, you're gonna overflow the magazine, and it'll be quite some time before you have to reload again. And honestly, Shield Destroyant's good, but me personally, I think I would prefer Feeding Frenzy on it. Feeding Frenzy will definitely, that's just me personally though. I mean, you guys come take a look at the website, see which perks you'd like, because overall, most of what you get is going to be fairly good with the Hammerhead. But alright, so we're going to be moving on to Wendigo. Wendigo is also another pinnacle weapon from year 2, and you can still get it, and it's awesome. It comes with Explosive Light, which you can get up to times 6. It goes up by 1 each time you pick up an orb, and it does have a magazine of 6. So if you get 6 orbs with that magazine full, and you shoot those 6 shots, each one of them is gonna do a lot more damage. It also has auto-loading holster, so you shoot your 6 shots, switch over to another weapon, come back a few seconds later, and bam, you have 6 rounds in it again. Definitely an awesome grenade launcher, insane boss DPS. Alright, so then we're going to move on to number 3, which is Delirium. 21% Delirium. I thought this would be number 1 because this thing is a ad clearing, damaging machine. It has killing tally, so each time you increase the damage each time you get a kill. So you hit a few yellow or red bars, then you move over to the yellow bar and you just absolutely shred them. I mean, and it also has overflow, so when you pick up heavy, you get a bunch of ammo in the magazine. So it says 102. I think I've seen it go past 200. Can't remember the exact number. I think it was 204. But I mean, you get double the amount of ammo that you have in your magazine. I mean, the thing absolutely shreds. It's definitely an awesome weapon. And then we'll be moving on to the last one, which is going to be Avalanche. Avalanche drops this season, or well, Season of Dawning, should I say, which I think next week is the last week. So if you haven't had a chance to get one, try to get one drop from baking some cookies. The one I got is probably more of a PvP. It's got like quick draw, slideways on it, but it does have some good PvE perks too. It is the same archetype as the Hammerhead, so it's probably universal all around pretty good. Honestly, again, Feeding Frenzy and Rampage is something I would get. They're saying Hip Fire Grip and Threat Detector, but I would say Feeding Frenzy and Rampage. You always want that extra damage. Alright guys, so I'm just going to let you know real quick before the video ends. I did run into a public event to test out the Wish Ender to see if it was still bugged. It seems to do normal damage against regular enemies for the most part, but orange bars, bosses, yellow bars, and all that, it's still doing 3 to 5 times the damage. That's why it's top tier right now. And guys, that wraps up for the video today. I appreciate y'all, and if you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, and that's it. Y'all have a wonderful day.